Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Welcome to the most must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to Miz TV.
Hey, TBK here, Turnbuckle King in the building. We got WWE Smackdown live show commentary reaction, the absolute best of 2023 Smackdown. As I did for Monday Night Raw, I'm going to do a best 10 moments of WWE Smackdown. Thank you everybody for coming out. Happy New Year to you all. Happy holidays. 2024 is literally around the corner. But before we start 2024, we're going to kick off everything that happened in 2023 with SmackDown. I got a little bonus. I'm going to do my little wrestling week news. We'll explain news going on in the wrestling world. And I got a special announcement regarding future projects for the red carpet reign, that is. But I thank you all for coming out. Let's see. Good Bread, thanks you all for coming out. The Bell 503, thanks for coming out. Thank you for coming to my stream, The Bell 503. I know you normally show up very, very late. You come like last 5-10 minutes of the show. Appreciate you came on time for once. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it though. Thanks for coming out, man. But anyway, other than that, we're gonna get into the show today. You know, no, you thought that was funny, yeah. The Bell 503, he's I'm gonna call him the late tardy pass guy. So well, he's the tardy pass. He's a tardy guy. He's always tardy to these streams. I ain't saying nothing until now, but I'm saying it now. But I appreciate you all coming out though. Tonight, like I said, tonight's show is gonna be about Best of SmackDown 2023. Now, as I did for my Night Raw, I'm going to mention each moment that happened this year, 2023, whether it's a superstar or superstars or moment, match, whatever, pretty much a segment. But I will do that for you all. That's right, Turnbuckle. Salute. Thank you. Appreciate you guys, though. Appreciate you guys. You know, we clown and stuff. We joke around. Have fun, because you can't be serious all the time. Even I don't be serious all the time. Believe it or not, I actually joke around outside the YouTube sector, as they call it. You ask Turnbuckle. I'm sorry, I am Turnbuckle. You ask Good Bread and 503. They know I joke around. But anyway, this is about SmackDown. It's not so much about me. But I'm going to mention the top 10 moments of SmackDown. Moments that happened particularly on the SmackDown brand. Like I said, in Monday Night Raw. So I'm going to mention each one. I'm going to kind of go down the list, see which one is which. And then after this, I'll go on to the Wrestling Week news. There's some updated news today that I found. I was able to dig up something. But let's find out one. What was a good moment? It's so many of them. All right. Well, I'll pick one. The first moment I'm going to mention is, and this was just recent actually. Yeah, AJ Styles returns to SmackDown after 3 months of absence, and he becomes heel and very jacked. This is not our usual AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. Now, he came back to initially attack the Bloodline, which is Roman Reigns solo, because storyline wise they took him out, and he was scheduled to team with John Cena at the payback event, the PLE, against Jimmy and Solo, and it ended up being LA Knight that took his spot. And Solo was the one that took him off the board. He was out for months, but he did come back. But he attacked LA Knight, so definitely did that. As you can see, AJ, I almost say Ray J. Mr. AJ. AJ is jacked, as you can see. AJ Styles, for those who don't know, he's never known for being jacked. AJ is known for being lean. And also, besides that, AJ's also 46, 47. I think it's 46. He was born 77, so if you do the math, yeah, 46 years old. So for him to be ripped at this age, in this latest career, lets you know that he's on that special juice. And I'm not talking about fruit punch, no high C, no Tropicana, none of that kind of juice. Special juice that makes you big and bulky like this. But besides that, AJ's back. He's back with WWE, and he is going to feel more like with LA Knight. And this is a very, very good feud. I would like to see where this goes. Definitely like to see where this goes. So it's going to definitely be something to check out. See, we got comment in my ring. Yeah, he on that stuff. He's on special juice. Like I said, not high C, not Tropicana, and definitely not Sunny D. None of that kind of stuff. But yeah, he's definitely back with WWE. It was a good moment for WWE. This is my number 10 moment. Now I got number 9 incoming around the corner. Let's see. What will be my number 9 moment here? Like I said, because this stuff's recent and it makes so much a big impact, I'm going down this list. You guys can tell me how you feel otherwise, or you disagree. But this is how I feel it should be. Next one is Randy Orton signs with SmackDown. Randy Orton, similar to AJ, he was out too, but he was out way much longer than AJ, and this was not storyline. Randy Orton was really out in real life. He was out for 18 months with a back injury. He had surgery on his back fusion surgery, I believe. This was also done by the Bloodline, who also took this man out. He was a tag team champion with Matt Riddle, who's no longer with WWE. And he came back. He first debuted at the Survivor Series PLE. He debuted teaming with, Cody, Seth, all against Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. They won. Then he came on Raw. Then he had a decision made to go to Raw or SmackDown. He signed with SmackDown. As you can see here, this is him. Has hand raised by Nick Aldis, and he's officially part of SmackDown roster. And he's going to face against Roman. Well, maybe face against Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble, depending on how the, SmackDown Revolution goes. He's going to be in a triple threat match. If he wins, he's going to face Roman, even though he challenged Roman first. So himself, AJ Styles, LA Knight, triple threat match. Whoever wins gets the right to face Roman at Royal Rumble, PLE. That's going to be lit too. Can't wait for that one. But Randy Orton signing was a big moment. And then, as we know here in this picture, even though his hand's raised by Nick Aldis, he gets the RKO, which I knew he would do. That's Randy Orton for you. Vince's Randy Orton, as Michael Cole liked to say. So that's my number 9 moment for Best of SmackDown 2023. Let's see. Yeah, AJ's definitely on that stuff. Yeah, so Randy Orton, right? Randy Orton probably on it too, by the way. But that is that's my number 9 moment. Now I'm going to go on to number 8 moment. What is the number 8 moment? Oh, it's real simple. John Cena returns. Now, this was not so much a surprise due to the the strike by Hollywood strike. I forgot what it's called, the Strikers Guild strike. That strike that I was on, it was heavily speculated that John Cena would return as he had no other work for him due to the strike. So he came back. He got involved with quite a bit of things. He was the host of the PLE. I don't think it was Payback. It was no, it was Payback. Fast Lane is what he tagged with LA Knight. And I think Payback. I know I said earlier that LA Knight tagged with Cena at Payback. That was Fast Lane. I meant to say Fast Lane. But Payback is where he was the host. He just had a match with Solo at Crown Jewel. He put Solo over, made him look like $1 million. He been on multiple episodes of SmackDown. He helped build Solo, helped build other storylines. He was a backstage interviewer at one point. He hosted Payback, you know, and he even had a little segment with the Miz at Payback. But John Cena had a great small run when he came back. We knew it was limited due to whenever strike was going to be over, which it is now. But I got more to explain on John Cena later. That'll be in Wrestling Week news. I got some news on him too. But other than that, it was good seeing John Cena back. It's good for him to put over new people like Solo. Was good for him to interact with everyone, and good being host and everything else. He was great for SmackDown, and he's not the only one that can't make a miraculous return to SmackDown. Another WWE superstar, megastar, came back too. I'll mention that person in a second. But John Cena definitely was come back to WWE was good. You know, that's funny because back in the day during Ruthless Aggression era, people used to complain about how we was tired of John Cena, we tired of Super Cena, we tired of this, we tired of that. You know, Cena's boring, want him out of here. Now that he did get out of here and move on to other things, and it also got older, now I hear some people, you know, social media saying, I wish John Cena was still here, wish he was back. I'm tired of Roman Reigns. One day, you're going to say the same thing about Roman Reigns. You're going to say, we tired of Roman Reigns, we tired of Tribal Chief, he's part-time champion, he don't defend the belt enough. Then when Roman does eventually move on, they ain't going to say, I miss Roman. So you can't win for losing with these fans. They're going to play about one thing, complain about the other. I appreciate what John Cena's done for WWE and in the wrestling industry. He's had one of the best runs ever. We could talk about Hogan, Rock, Austin. We could talk about Roman. But Cena's definitely had one of the best runs in WWE history, hell, the professional wrestling industry ever. He did all of this as a babyface. I don't know how many people can have a successful run in the wrestling industry for this long and do his babyface and never turn heel and still keep the revenue up and still be a big time draw. Name me one person who's done that other than John Cena. I challenge anyone right now. John Cena's done that. He's definitely one of the best ever to do it. You know, we all people used to say Cena sucks, but actually Cena's a draw. Cena's always been a draw. Like I said, we'll say you guys are complaining about Roman now. You're gonna when Roman's gone, you're gonna say same thing about Roman. We miss Roman. I wish he was still around. Roman's having the best run of his career as a tribal chief, being the leader of the bloodline, undisputed WWE champion for over 1,200 days. Great matches, great feuds, better promos, just everything better. Cena, of course, too. Like I said, one of the best runs ever in the whole wrestling industry, his whole career. He started from Dr. Thugonomics and leader of Cena Nation. He's doing just regular John Cena, and he just has it. I mean, WWE even calls him the greatest of all time. How many superstars do WWE get to say that? Not many. So Cena's definitely up there, and I definitely put respect on his name. Yeah, Cena did get, we got tired of he did look different with the jeans and the regular shoes and the baseball cap. Yeah, he was look kind of complain, but he had his own style, his own, his own thing. So we can't hate on Cena. He do his thing. Like I said, fans complain about you one day, then when you're gone, they'll miss you. You ain't got time for all that. They do the same thing with Roman. Watch, because Roman's not gonna be around much longer. He's already on a part-time schedule, and it's only a matter of time where Roman's gonna be seasonal like Cena. I ain't gonna say he already part-time. It's gonna pretty much be seasonal or whenever. But that's all. That is the number 8. That's the number 8. I want to say on Best of SmackDown. Another one I got is another superstar. Yes, The Rock. The Rock returns to WWE. This was unexpected. We did not expect him to come back. He was on the same day he came back. He came to Pat McAfee's show, and it was in the same city that SmackDown was at. But despite that, Rock came back, and he cut a promo. He interacted with, the guy that pretty much gets no buzz anymore. In case you forgot him, his name is Austin Theory, I believe. Yeah, Austin Theory, the guy that won the money back contract, had a failed run, then cashed it in. Then had a failed United States title run, and even had Cena promote WrestleMania, and he still can't get over. You can't even pay to get him over. Rock even gave him a rub. He rock bombed, gave him a spine buster, all that people's elbow. Yeah, he still can't get over that guy, Austin Theory. Yeah, A-Town Down. I think that's what it's called, A-Town Down, something like that. But yeah, that guy. He made him look good. So yeah. Rock, of course, came back. He hugged Cena backstage. The only issue I have with The Rock, and I said this to myself, and I said this off camera. I think when he's talking about the run, he was going to make back, and possibly last year, I think it was WrestleMania 38, because 39 was this year, that he was supposed to wrestle Roman Reigns, and then it comes to no agreement, and all that stuff. I just want to say, when he said that, and I heard him say that, I only had one thing to say when he said that, and it was my only issue. And I'm going to say it right now. Cap. That's a lie. Rock was never had no intention or plans coming back. Rock knows that he has to be fully committed to his Hollywood acting movie schedule. He knows he cannot get any physical activity, which means being in a wrestling ring, taking bumps, as the Bill 503 said, taking backflips, being all over the ring. And if he did, it will cost him his Hollywood role, one of his roles, because his bike cannot be hurt while he's doing action roles, because Rock's an action star. I do not believe Rock had any intention of coming back. I don't think he cares about the wrestling business anymore like he used to when he first started back in 96. I thought that was a load of crap when he said that, try to get a deal, or try to come back, we come to agreement. Rock, if you want to come back, you could, and you didn't want to. He did that for shock value, to make it sound good. I don't think he cares about the wrestling business. Just like Dave Bautista don't care about the wrestling business no more either. He's another one that don't care about wrestling. Because as soon as the strike was still going on when Cena came back, like I mentioned earlier, Bautista said, I'm open to coming back. But Bautista was the same guy that said, I'd rather go broke than come back to wrestling. Then you say you'll come back if needed. Once these guys go to Hollywood, they don't care about wrestling no more. The only one that still cares is Cena, and we'll see how much more he cares as time passes on. But Rock and Batista, especially Rock, do not care about wrestling. I don't think he wants to come back. I think he just said to make the fans, give us an idea that he may want to come back, make it sound good, look good for Hollywood in front of that flashing lights, cameras, action. No pun intended, on the light here. But yeah, I don't think he wants to come back, but that's my opinion. But other than that, he did come back. Came back for one show, and it was one of the biggest moments for SmackDown 2023. Rock has not been on SmackDown, I believe, since the debut of SmackDown on the Fox Network in 2019, when it was him, Becky Lynch, and he attacked Baron Corbin. He was King Corbin at the time. So last time he was there, so it was unexpected, but yeah, Rock was definitely there being that moment. And I believe that's number 7. So we got some more moments coming around. I'll get to the moment now. Let's see. Next moment is CM Punk returns to SmackDown after nearly 10 years to address the Tribal Chief. CM Punk came back to WWE. He stated that he's back. He's happy to see everyone. But then he later addressed Roman Reigns. He said, I believe he said like this. He said, I acknowledge the Tribal Chief. You know, I'm the OG Paul Heyman guy. Don't forget who's the OG Paul Heyman guy. One of the best quotes in the promo all year. Don't forget that he was my wise man first. So this is a show where CM Punk cut that promo. Not Raw, not NXT, SmackDown. Where he said, don't forget who the OG Paul Heyman guy is. And I said this before too, all due respect to Punk. Not really the OG Paul Heyman guys, really Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar was paired with Paul Heyman before you, and definitely before Roman Reigns. So I put it like this. Brock Lesnar is the OG Paul Heyman guy. CM Punk is the guy that helped perfect Paul Heyman. Roman Reigns is the best Paul Heyman guy. That's the best way to put it. Brock's the original. CM Punk perfected Paul Heyman. He's the best perfection as far as everything. Roman is the best overall. So each one of those guys helped a very major part in Paul Heyman's managing career, or like he said, advocate or wise man or counselor, whatever you want, or Paul Heyman likes to call himself. So I know Paul Heyman does not like to be called a manager. That's why he always says special counsel, wise man, stuff like that, or advocate. He always has a different name for what he calls someone. When he was with Brock Lesnar, he called himself the advocate. I think with CM Punk, it was a counsel, and then Roman, wise man, never manager. Paul Heyman is not like that word. He said that. He said. I read that in an interview. He does not like that word, manager. Nope. What about the Big Show? He did manage Big Show. Here's the thing about Big Show. He didn't manage him for a long time like he did Punk, Roman, and Brock. Big Show was a short amount of time. I'll give you another name since you brought up the Big Show. This was on SmackDown too, by the way. Big Show was the WWE champion. Kurt Angle, he managed him too. But again, short amount of time. He even was with RVD. But again, short amount of time. It was not long. And it was short amount of time. When I'm saying that, nobody remembers it like that. When you think of Paul Heyman managing people, you think of Brock Lesnar. You think of CM Punk. Of course, now Roman Reigns. He built them guys. Let me ask this question. You asked about Big Show, Good Bread, Big Show, Kurt Angle, RVD. Did either one of those guys was with Paul Heyman held the belt for at least 1 year or longer? No. Brock Lesnar held the belt, Universal belt, a year or longer. CM Punk, he held it for 434 days. Brock Lesnar, 504 days. Roman, over 1,200. That's why everybody remembers the Big Show, Kurt Angle. They didn't hold on to the belt long enough. So that's why I don't mention Big Show and Kurt Angle and RVD. They weren't with Paul Heyman that long. They was probably with him a few months tops, and then they went their separate ways. So that's why I don't mention those guys. I remember it. I just don't mention it because they just wasn't long enough for me. Not enough of my memory bank to remember, like, oh yeah, he was a great Paul Heyman guy, but you didn't do it that long. I give you another name. He won your champion. Paul Heyman was also with Cesaro and Ryback. There it is. Wasn't long, and they weren't even champions. And Paul Heyman, I noticed too. Paul Heyman's kind of like a Phil Jackson. He's not gonna get with someone that's coming up. Paul Heyman's gonna get with the big name. Brock Lesnar, big name, or at least close to a big name. Close getting there. CM Punk, big name. Roman Reigns, big name. Paul Heyman's not gonna get with nobody less of that. This might call him the Phil Jackson of WWE. He ain't getting nobody from the bottom. You already got to be at the top. So if you're an up and coming star, trying to get over, no, Paul Heyman's not gonna pair with you. I'm sorry, he don't roll like that. That's why I say you like Phil Jackson. He was with the Bulls and Lakers. Yep, yeah. Paul Heyman's not gonna get with no one that's less of a name. He wants top star. Because if you mention the guys that was with him, me, Mark Callis, aka The Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, RB, those guys. Then of course Brock, Punk, and Reigns. He ain't giving nobody less of that. You ain't no top guy, or at least he see you becoming a top guy. Paul Heyman ain't messing with you. He ain't gonna waste his time on you. And Paul Heyman's smart for that. I gotta give him his due. But like I said, that was a part of CM Punk return to SmackDown after nearly 10 years. And that's my other one. And we got some more. We got some more coming up. Now we getting up in the top. We in the top ones now. But this was one of my favorite moments of SmackDown. And we knew this was coming. As Santos Escobar turns heel and turns on Rey Mysterio and the LWO. This is one of the best storylines I've seen on SmackDown. And then Santos cut one of the best promos of this year. Because when he, not only did he attack Rey, he took Rey out. Rey's out with a knee surgery. I mean, he had a knee surgery, but he's out with his knees, which he recently had surgery on. And he's supposed to, I heard he's supposed to come back next 2 to 4 weeks. But Santos was so savage with that promo. He's saying, I hope you don't get well, and I hope you get an infection in your knees, in your leg and knees. I hope you get an infection. He made me believable as a heel. And then he said LWO. He looked down. He said, I'm done with y'all. He said, get the hell out of here. So they turned his back. He attacked both of them guys. And then Zelina Vega had a little interaction, and she slapped him. But recently, he's in the finals of the United States Championship Tournament against Kevin Owens. The match he won against Bobby Lashley, as I said last week, he had a little help from two guys that was on NXT, Humberto and Angel Garza. That's going to be his new formation, new stable. So that's going to be his guys. They're going to be pretty much his cronies, as they call it. His little lackeys looking out for him. And he may even win a tournament. I said Kevin Owens, but the route they're going with Santos may win that tournament. He may win it, for all we know. If he don't win it, I could definitely see him win the United States title in the future, as I stated before when Ray was champion. But him turning heel and cutting the promo, he went absolute savage. So I like this about Santos Escobar. I like where his character's going, and I can't wait to see what WWE's going to do with him in the near future, because he is definitely a good heel. And like I said, it's been a long time coming. He's tired of Ray. He's tired of LWO holding him back. He's tired of not getting a shot at the United States Championship. Rey Mysterio holding his spotlight, as he said, it's his time to shine. So that is another moment. Like I said, we're getting close. We got a couple more. I think we got 1, 2, 4 more I got to mention. And I want to mention it now. Now this was a moment, but it was we were left on a sour note, pretty much a bittersweet moment. And I want to mention both of them now. Bray Wyatt tribute show, RP Bray Wyatt. Also, tribute show Terry Funk, RP. So it was both of them, and this is the show. the pastor of Bray Wyatt, government name Wyndham Rotunda, the son of Mike Rotunda, brother of Bo Dallas. Mike Rotunda, his dad was an IRS character, but that team with DiBiase back in the day. RIP to Bray Wyatt. It's still shocking that he's gone. Passed away in August of this year. I was a Bray Wyatt fan. I even liked the theme character, Let Me In. So definitely gone, but missed. Like I said, it's sad though. It just stinks, man. He ain't here no more. Like I said, Terry Funk, of course, him too. But I know more of Bray Wyatt because he was current. Bray Wyatt, I'm sorry, Terry Funk was before my time. When I knew about Terry Funk, he was I didn't watch the NWA New Japan Terry Funk. I saw the ECW Terry Funk. And I thought initially he came from ECW. That's where I remember him from. He really started NWA. I did a stream on Terry Funk on this channel right before he passed, 5 days before he passed. Crazy. Like literally less than a week after I did stream on Terry Funk, he passed away. Because I wanted to celebrate his accomplishments, everything he's done in the wrestling industry. Not only was he a great hardcore wrestler, he was a great technical wrestler, he was a great tag team wrestler, and a great storyteller, and very, very innovative in what he did. He wrestled pretty much every promotion, ranging from NWA, WCW, New Japan, WWE, he was with for a little bit, ECW, he went TNA for a little bit. But like I said, I did stream on him a few months back, because he passed away around the same time as Bray Wyatt in August. Check that stream out. Very, very good information about Terry Funk. And he even had I think he was even approached by AEW. I don't think he did anything with AEW, but that's the Money Inc. is Mike Rotunda, IRS, and DiBiase, Ted DiBiase. Anyway, Terry Funk, I did a stream on him, and he had a great career. Now, I knew at the time before he passed, he was in a nursing home at one point. He had dementia. I knew he was 79 years old. I knew he was very, very sick at the time. And it just coincidentally, I'm glad I did it while he was still here. He passed away right after that. And it was just creepy. I was staying in my house like, man, I just did a stream on him. Celebrating, Terry Funk, celebrating his career. Great career. I watched some of his matches in New Japan. Great technical wrestler, great hardcore guy. He had feuds with Ric Flair and Great Muta in WCW or slash NWA. Definitely a great career. Rest in peace, Terry Funk, as well as Bray Wyatt. Like I said, when we saw that show for Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk, they highlight Bray Wyatt, and they also had the iconic rocking chair that he used. And as you can see in here, this is next to Triple H's right. That's Eric Rowan. They brought him back. He's not with the company. And if you look on the left of Cody, that's Braun Strowman, who's currently out with a neck injury. Everyone came out for Bray. Bray was very, very much well liked backstage. His peers had nothing but good things to say about him. I know the call was made from Mike Rotunda's dad to Triple H that he passed away with a heart attack. He was only 36 years old, and he had the defibrillator, if I said it right, similar to what Triple H has, but he took his off. He took a nap, and unfortunately, he never woke up. So I remember when the news broke that night when I did stream, when he passed away. We knew he passed. We didn't know what reason was, because he passed away on a Friday. I think it was covered Friday Night SmackDown. Anyway, this is the iconic rocket chair he was in. Very well liked backstage. Very well liked by his peers. Great matches, great feuds. I just watched not so long ago the Bray Wyatt versus John Cena cinematic match. at WrestleMania 36. Great storytelling. I know Cena beat Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania 30. He didn't need to, but Bray got his win back. I know he had a feud with LA Knight beginning of the year. The very beginning of the year, Royal Rumble pitch black match, if you guys remember that. And then they said Bray had an illness. He was sick. I thought it was an injury again at the time. I knew something was up with Bray Wyatt. You know, he had an injury. They said undisclosed injury. And I believe that's when he was diagnosed with his heart. He had a heart problem. He had COVID. As we know, too, Bray was, as much as I like Bray, stating the facts here, I'm not shaming him. I know he's gone. Bray was not in the best physical shape. He was a little bit husky, but I know that didn't help his situation. I know he had 4 kids. He was with JoJo Offerman, the former ring announcer. He was also told Divas. I know they made announcements saying that Bray Wyatt, all the sales from merchandise on WWE, the proceeds will go to JoJo and her family, the rest of his family's kids and everything. So that's good for WWE to do that. Now I know Shaw Guerrero, that clown, said that should you do Jay should do more than for that for his family. I'm like, Chavo, yeah, Chavo, you are bitter. You also got something else to say about WWE. I can't remember how him and WWE left on bad terms or how they left, but he always got something to say about WWE. And let's be honest, Chavo, you're trash. Nowhere near the level of Eddie Guerrero, of any, or any or Rey Mysterio, any of those guys in the Latino community. You're not that good. But meanwhile, like I said, a tribute to Bray Wyatt and Terry Funk. Rest in peace to both of those men. Great careers for both men, both world champions. You know, may God rest their souls. Well, I'm going to go on to another moment. We're getting up there. I think we got a few. I think we got 2 left. So 3 left. I'm sorry, 3. Jey Uso leaves WWE Smackdown. This was another moment. Jey Uso, had the feud with Bloodline member, with Bloodline leader Roman Reigns. They had a SummerSlam match, and when we thought Jey was going to win, he got screwed out of the title by his brother Jimmy Uso. He came back, pulled Jey's leg out, super kicked him, and Jey Uso, Jimmy told him that he had to do it for him. He didn't want to lose Jey. Then Jey, made Jimmy think it was cool. He super kicked him back. And as you see here, he threw up the deuces. He out. Jey Uso said he out. And when he did leave, it was when people thought he was going to leave WWE for good. But he ended up going to Raw. And I mentioned this on the Monday Night Raw stream I did this week of the Best of Raw. He came over by Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes came out at Payback or Fastlane to make the announcement that Jey's coming to Raw. But this was a moment because Jey was known for being on SmackDown with the Bloodline, main event Jey Uso, the right-hand man of Roman Reigns, had a great Hell in a Cell match back in 2020. Before Jimmy came back, he was out with injury, the beginning of the Bloodline. Jey was there from the beginning, being a right-hand man, getting a lot of attention, a lot of buzz. Had the match against Roman this SummerSlam of this year. So, and then of course the tag team champions with his brother, undisputed tag team champions. They defeated Matt Riddle and Randy Orton for the belts. So he had a great storyline this year. But now he's on Raw with the Yeet. Yeet started over there. Sorry, Yeet did not start on SmackDown. I think it started on Raw. Jimmy Uso says Yeet on SmackDown, which we know Roman Reigns don't like that. He said it. So another good moment for SmackDown. Like I said, SmackDown, Raw, they both had good moments. Raw, good moments. SmackDown, good moments. Both good moments for the roster. We got a question here. Where are the legs of the wrestler man? I'm going to talk about legs in a second. And, Hold your horses. We'll get there. We'll get there. I want to mention some of them now. And note, the Bell 503 wrestling is not only about the ladies, it's about the everyone, not just only the women. So I want to make a keynote of that, sir. But other than that, let's get back to the stream. We'll get to my next moment, and Mr. 503 kind of interrupted. He kind of ruined it for you guys. He kind of ruined the surprise. Thanks to him. You all could thank 503 for that. I'm going to mention it right now. And I was going to mention Oscar turns heel and joins Damage Control. Mr. 503, these are the ladies you asked for. Bon appetit. This is Oscar. She turned on her tag team partners, Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair in the match. She went to join Damage Control, which is the team of Bayley, Io Sky, the WWE Women's Champion, Kairi Sane. And for Dakota Kai, of course, she hurt. But this was a good moment for SmackDown this year. So you guys are silly, man. Get back to this moment here. Oscar joined Damage Control. They get stronger. And they get stronger as a unit. We saw a lot of issues with Damage Control on SmackDown this year. A lot of tease about a breakup. They kept losing all their matches. Tag team, Bayley kept losing her matches. Damage Control as a team kept losing all their matches. I know they started the year on Raw. Then they came to SmackDown during the draft. And then Io was able to cash in her money back contract on Bianca at SummerSlam 2023 against Charlotte Flair. Bianca in the Super Threat match. Became champion. They had a little ups and downs. Like I said, been losing. Dakota Kai got hurt this year. She's still out with an ACL, MCL injury. She's got to come back soon. But when we thought Damage Control was getting light, they went and stepped up the game. They added 2 members. Kairi Sane debuted during the match against Bianca and Io at Crown Jewel. She just debuted. And then Oscar joined shortly after that. So they're all in one. But we know that teasing the breakup trying to turn on Bayley at some point. We don't know when. But Damage Control definitely got stronger as a unit. Got to give that to them. You guys. Yeah, Jerry King all day to say that. But it was a good moment for SmackDown. Damage Control kept losing all the time. Everything. And I thought they was gonna break up sooner, but they hit us with a swerve, and they went and they gave us a swerve, and they went and stepped it up, got better as a unit. So that's a good thing. But they are pretty much the most dominant female stable on SmackDown. We have the Bloodline, but next to Bloodline, they're the most dominant faction with 5 members now. Well, 4 active, 1 hurt, Dakota Kai. But you know what I mean. But that was a good moment. Now, that's the end of Damage Control and Oscar joining them. Let's see. Of course, Kairi Sane too. We got a couple more. Well, actually, now I think of it, we got one more. And the one is the rise of LA Knight. Yeah. And what do we mean by the rise of LA Knight?
Stomped out! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
So LA Knight is the best. I think that's one of the best things to happen on SmackDown this year. LA Knight has been on a roll ever since his feud with Bray Wyatt. Like I said earlier at the Royal Rumble, the pitch black match. And that promo you saw, that was during his feud with Bray Wyatt. That's when he first started saying, yeah. I remember the episodes in late January, maybe February. It was January, beginning this year. Almost a year ago. Man, time flies. But LA Knight, as soon as he said yeah, the crowd got behind him. And then the yeah got more popular and more popular and more popular and more popular. His roles went to the top. His t-shirts, the yeah t-shirts, LA Knight t-shirts was what? Top 2, 3 in sales. He even got up there with NWO. You had NWO, John Cena. He was right up there with him in sales. Also Cody Rhodes too. I know Cody Rhodes was part of Raw, but they was up in sales. Next to Cody Rhodes and Cena, his t-shirt sales were up there. And he even got recently put in the crown jewel at the Undisputed WWE Championship match. I'm sorry, Undisputed Universal WWE Championship match against Roman Reigns, which he lost thanks to Bloodline. But he still got popular. LA Knight is risen. He got more popular than anything. Do I like LA Knight? Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I like LA Knight so much. I mean, I got, and even though I just played his clip, I mean, I gotta say something about him. So yeah. Yeah, LA Knight, he's up there, man. I mean, everything. I mean, I like it when he says this.
Let me talk to you.
Yeah, so everything. He's just doing his thing. Very popular. Now, the future of LA Knight, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen to him next year. I don't know. I said this, as much as I like LA Knight, as much as I like his promos, because he's a combination of Flair, Austin Rock, and he put his little spin on it. He had an interview he did that I covered, me and Good Break covered. That's on the sister network, Toxic Reign Scandal. Check that out. A reaction to his promo. His grind and the way he put in the work is impeccable. He put in the work, man. And then also, like I said, as much as I like LA Knight, before he wins the world title, I would like to see him win a mid-card title. Now, the mid-card title SmackDown is the United States Championship. I would like for him to win that title one day, or at least soon. And I think if he has a good run with that, that will make him more believable as a potential world champion. Because he hasn't won anything yet. What single titles have LA Knight won? Besides that stupid Battle Royal crap at SummerSlam. I ain't counting that. What has he won? A real title. No mid-card titles, not even the tag team title, nothing. So before he wins the Undisputed Universal WWE Championship or the World Heavyweight Championship or Raw, he needs to win a mid-card title first. Or, even I could even see him win the Money Back contract in the future. But he needs to win a mid-card title first. Look at Gunther, Intercontinental Champion, future World Champion. That's a good example. That's what you got to do to get to the top. LA Knight is great. I would like to see him with a mid-card title. Get the United States title first, or if you go to Raw, get the IC belt. What did you say, Bray? He will beat Gunther. He will get traded in draft. I can see that happening. I can see LA Knight going to Raw. And I'm going to say this why. We saw this with Gunther, who was also on SmackDown again this year. Anytime somebody is on SmackDown and they get hot, it's the next draft, they go to Raw. It happened to Gunther, Bianca Belair. And I could see that happening to LA Knight. He's the most popular star outside the bloodline on SmackDown. He could easily go to Raw. Will he be a good fit on Raw? Absolutely. He would. So I'm not doubting that. But I think the rise of LA Knight, an unexpected rise, that came out of nowhere. I think that's one of the number one best moment on SmackDown for 2023. Now, those are the moments I covered SmackDown for 2023. If there's any moments that I may have missed that you may want to add, or you have some moments you may think may have been better, the live chat and comment section playback, please add that in. I would like to hear it. SmackDown been so great this year. I can't think of what, SmackDown hasn't done great. You tell me, guys, where's your top SmackDown moment? What's your top SmackDown moment? I would like to see that, What's the top SmackDown moment of the year? I would like to know. You guys let me know what you think of that. Because there's been so many moments. There's some episodes here and there, but it's pretty much been good. It's really no complaint. And I'm going to do the same thing I did for Raw. I'm going to have a rating. We'll have my little rating for SmackDown for the year. So, my rating for SmackDown is a 4.5 out of 5. SmackDown for this year has been great. Can't really think of too many bad episodes, too bad moments. And remember, SmackDown was going on majority of the year without Roman Reigns or even the Bloodline, and they still managed to put on a great show. Kudos to WWE, upper management, creative, production team, everyone, producers, everybody. SmackDown was great this year. 4.5 out of 5. Hopefully in 2024 they duplicate that success. I see that happening. I do see that happening. What's going to happen next year for SmackDown? Because we know WWE, their stock has risen since the merger of the TKO, WWE merger. We know that. But that is the question. What are 24 expectations of SmackDown? I expect SmackDown to continue to build new stars. We have Carmelo Hayes from NXT on in the United States tournament. He teased a little thing about the Hurt Business. He may get drafted. He may be the next guy from NXT to get drafted for the main roster and go to SmackDown. And others. Expect a lot of people from NXT. I'm saying this now. In December 29th. Expect a lot of people from NXT, a good amount, or at least some from NXT, get drafted to SmackDown the next draft next spring. So expect that to happen. Expect major storylines happen on SmackDown. Like Gilbert said, and I'll highlight what he said again, which I believe could very well happen. LA Knight may get traded in the draft to Raw, and we may get a new star. So, and I expect SmackDown was also going to USA Network. They're not with Fox no more. So with that being said, since they're going back to USA Network, expectations going to go over a little bit more. USA Network is the home of Raw. They're the home of Raw for many, many years. They left Raw for a few years with the Spike TV. They came back. Expectations for SmackDown is going to be raised, just like Raw expectations are going to be raised. So I expect very good storyline, very good character building, character development. A lot of people started from the bottom and working their way up, just like LA Knight, just like Gunther, just like Bianca Belair and others. Expect a lot of people that's going to be on SmackDown the end of this year and next year to work their way up. We're going to see their rise. It's like we saw a rise of LA Knight this year. That's my expectations for 2024. 2024 expectations SmackDown. It will be great. And I don't see no other way. Like I said, everyone got to step their game up. WWE, AEW, TNA, NWA. Everybody got to step it up. But with that being said, that is the end of this part of the show, which is the WWE live show commentary reaction. You guys let me know what you think of the show tonight. I have more to cover. Stay tuned. We're not leaving just yet. We'll still be here. We're not going nowhere. But we're going to switch gears, and we're going to go to the Wrestling Week news. We'll be doing that. So we'll get to that in a second. All right, we're going to get there right now. So we are here now. And this is about Wrestling Week news. And this is the regular Wrestling Week news in the wrestling industry. Wrestling Week news, day and night. These are the two main stories we're going to cover, Cena and Zelina Vega. Then there'll be other two stories that's going to be covered. So these are the two stories. I'm going to get to it right now. We'll get to a couple of stories, and we'll head to the main stories. So this is where we switch gears. So with that being said, let's get into Wrestling Week news. So, all right. What's the first order of business on here? We got here backstage update on Mercedes Moné talks with the WWE for potential return. Now, there's been a lot of buzz going on with Mercedes Moné. I'll read it right here. Rumors are running high about her. Mercedes Moné, they said that she's been on social media. She played her playful holiday message. Happy holidays, almost Christmas. It's Moné. Oh, she's so self-conceited. The message seemed simple enough. It's a quick note to accompany a photo of her dressed up in a rather fetching, shoulders, wrist-cloth outfit. I saw that. Let's take into account is those first three-letter words. Styling on her own lines, which starts a certain 8-letter of the alphabet. Some users are calling a coy reference to WWE's head creative, Triple H. It's exactly not a smoking gun, but Moné took things a bit further and was a lot more overt today, sharing this image on her Instagram stories. So there's no denying the Triple H in the background and slight grin on his face. Is that another clue? It could mean there's even more never say never going to the WWE universe. They said, fortunately, it's not. Despite the fact Hell's Rose over CM Punk return, they said that, I'm going to get to the story too, they look to sign a former champion in time for day one. It won't be Mercedes Moné taking the mantle of Sasha Banks back up. WWE insiders tell Wrestling Inc. that the company, let's see, it said, let me read the rest of the article. They said that the company has walked away from all conversation with her after her little progress was made. The total discussion was totally cordial and without contention, but ultimately WWE pulled out after some back and forth. So, Mercedes Moné is no longer coming to WWE. Yeah, right. I've heard this so many times. WWE always does this. They did this with CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Every time, if you see a pad with WWE, they always say, they say it right before they come back, we're no longer having talks with this superstar. The talks are done, and there's no longer interest on both parties. You know, there's cordial, respectful. Then next week we see him on WWE TV. They just said that Punk was not coming back. Cap. They said Cody Rhodes before when he left AEW, Cody Rhodes was no longer talking to him. Cap. Cody Rhodes came back. Mercedes Moné's come back to WWE. You heard it here first. She will be in WWE. She won't keep playing around doing all these teases on her Instagram and all those social media outlets. She's been talking way too much. I think she's going to come back. That's my opinion. I don't see any other way why it wouldn't happen. I just don't see that happening. Why wouldn't it? So that's a lie. I think she's going to come back. That's my opinion. I don't see her not. I don't see her not coming back. She's going to come back. And I think she's the superstar you're talking about that's coming at day one. And I want to get to that story right now. And all figures point to Mercedes Moné. They're trying to, it's a good PR stunt WWE's doing. It's just not working over here. So no, she's coming back. You guys in live chat in the comment section, let me know if you think Mercedes Moné is not coming back, or you think like I do, this is just a ploy to fool us, making think she's not come back, but in actuality she is. This is a lie. She's coming back. She's coming back to WWE. You heard it here first. So this is nonsense. He's coming back. So we pull up the other story that's tied into this story. Backstage report. Let me see. Let's pull this up real quick. This one, I don't know why you're trying to fool us. Anyway, backstage report. WWE is hoping to sign former champion to deal with in time for day one. But it's not Sasha Banks, though. Let's read the rest of the story. The countdown is on. Just a little over 50 hours. We say goodbye to 2023, usher in 24. For wrestling fans, it's the New Year's Day add a little perk in the form of pay-per-view quality Monday Night Raw. The company has day one. They're poised to ensure the show will be remembered by not only giving fans marquee matchups, but according to Five Select, possibly appearance by a former WWE champion. They said they attempt to sign a former champion. They said we're specifically use of term former WWE champion. It says company's confident that they're able to arrange the appearance as the performer is apparently very close to being signed to appear. The identity of the performer remains unknown, but report does state it was someone not currently on the roster. Aside from the potential appearance, Raw will feature a World Heavyweight Championship match with the reigning champion Seth Rollins defending against Drew McIntyre, first time ever, Becky and Nia. And they said throughout history, there's only been one day one event. Yep, January 22. I remember that one. And that night, Brock Lesnar emerged as the new WWE champion in the fatal five-way match. That included Big E, Bobby, KO, and Seth Rollins. But they said that is a former WWE champion. That's what they say. My question is, who could it be? Who could it be, though? Who's going to be the champion that's going to show up? That's my question. Yes, good Brad. She will be back. Stop cap WWE. We have, well, let's see what else you said, good Brad. You said something else too, brother. Let's see. AEW is overusing Orange Cassidy. For those who don't know, Orange Cassidy's the international champion. They're going to get him injured. Now, I recently did a rant on AEW and how they run that company and all the plethora of injuries and the overuses of their wrestlers. I did a rant on it. Check that out. Everything Gilbert's talking about, I mentioned in my rant, and I had to get all my frustration out. And I did a red carpet ring style. Check out that rant. I went on AEW, and it was much, much needed. So, well, meanwhile, let's get back to the story here. This ties in to Mercedes Moné. If it ain't Mercedes Moné debuting, my thing is, for that matter, who is coming to day one? Who is it? I want to know who it is. Who's coming day one if it's not Mercedes Moné? Who's coming to day one? Who's the former WWE champion that's going to sign? Because the thing, like I said, fingers all pointing to Mercedes Moné. I don't see anybody else for that matter. Who's coming? Who's going to be the star that's going to come? You guys let me know. Who could it be? Who's coming to day one? Other than Sasha Banks, Mercedes Moné, whatever. Who's coming? And I think it's her. I don't see anybody else. Jade Cargill has never had a match in WWE, so we know it's not her. The only other person it could be, I've heard rumors of this person, but they would more likely be on the SmackDown brand. And I'll put her name up right now. I don't think it's her. It'll be a very shocker. Mickie James, she's been running her mouth lately. But since her real life husband, Nick Aldis, is on SmackDown as a GM and a real life producer, she will more likely go to SmackDown. I don't see her being on Raw. But back to the main question. Who's coming to day one? And I think it's Mercedes Moné. That's my opinion. So that's what I think is going to happen. I could be wrong. Then again, I could be right. I mean, like I said, she's coming. The major star is going to happen 1/1/24. Who is it? Who's coming to WWE on the day one event? Who's coming? Who's coming? Who do you think the two masked guys are? Could be Dolph Ziggler and Mustafa Ali. I said if you look at the photo online, the guy has a mask on. It's dark like this, black. He had a little braid there. I know Mustafa Ali wears hair braids sometimes. It could be him. And the other could be Dolph Ziggler. I don't think it's Matt Riddle. I don't think AEW want to be bothered with him. Could be Matt Riddle and Mustafa, or Matt Riddle and Dolph Ziggler. It's definitely two former WWE guys. But that is the end of this story of Sasha Banks not coming back, and then Megan Star coming to day one, which again, Sasha Banks. Yeah, it's definitely her. She's coming back. And it's not Mickie James either. I just had to throw a name out there for speculation purposes. Now, with that being said, let's get to the double main event. I covered two stories. I will cover two more. We've been on live here in an hour and 8 minutes. Please hit that like button. Don't hit the like button like you are at home. You are not a stranger here. Come on over here and hit that like button. Now let's cover the double main event, Zelina Vega resigning and John Cena retiring. Let's see. Let's cover those stories right now. Man, she look good. Zelina Vega look good. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. She won't look good. But anyway, let's get back to the story. I just like her swag. I just like the way she looked. WWE reportedly locks up another talent. And let's see. It says Mike Johnson at PWI Insider reports that Zelina Vega has re-signed with WWE. The deal is reportedly a multi-year contract. Full terms were not disclosed, and WWE has not officially confirmed signing. Vega returned to WWE in July 2021 after being released in November 2020, same year as COVID. Vega has a consistent role on television since her return, become the first ever Queen of the Ring. Who cares? And partnering with Santos Escobar recently in Legado del Fantasma and now with LWO. She last wrestled on December 22nd episode of SmackDown, competing in the Holiday Havoc match, which she teamed with Bianca Belair, Mitchin, and Shotzi to defeat Damage Control, which is the team of Asuka, Bayley, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. So, Selena Vega is the latest star to re-sign with WWE for a good amount of money in the bank. This is good for Selena Vega. I like Selena Vega, not just the way she looked, but I like her being WWE. Please, WWE, keep her as a valet. Keep her away from wrestling. I know she had a little thing at Backlash this year against Rhea Ripley. Did her thing in Puerto Rico, but keep her away from the wrestling ring. Let her only be a valet. She's not a good wrestler. She's not. But I'm glad to see she re-signed with WWE. I know her real life husband, Aleister Black, now known as Malachi Black, is in AEW. But other than that, though, congratulations to Selena Vega. You know, I don't know what her role will be with LWO, with Santos turning heel. I don't know if she's going to continue to be with LWO, or be back on her own, or, manage somebody else for that matter. With that being said, good luck to Selena Vega on re-signing with the company, as she has a future with WWE. Now, let's get to the other double main event. And let's see. And this is the last portion of the show tonight. We are almost done. Let's see. All right, we are back here. John Cena hosts the WWE Universe on 12/29 SmackDown. I don't know how much time in WWE I have left. So we know Cena he's in retirement for quite some time now. So he's going to be gone. But John Cena, I think he's trying to tell us something. Let's see what else he has to say. John Cena appears on the final SmackDown 2023, all dressed up to give a toast to his favorite WWE superstar, the WWE audience. John Cena was able to have a small run on the SmackDown roster in 2023, which I mentioned earlier. His final appearance was at Crown Jewel 2023, where he lost in decisive fashion to Solo Sikoa. Cena appeared on a video of final SmackDown of the year, giving a toast to the WWE fans. I remind them that he's not showing what's starting left in WWE. His words are, I quote, WWE Universe, John Cena here, all dressed up to celebrate a wonderful group of people. A toast to the WWE Universe for making my 2023. As you know, I was able to return to SmackDown in the fall in the reception and in the respect I will never forget. I do not know how much time in the WWE I have left, but I do know in recent times when I'm able to return home, you have always welcomed me as one of your own. I am forever indebted to your generosity, your empathy, your respect, and your excitement. I look forward to the next time we can get together. But I want to take a moment to truly say thank you for making this a wonderful year for me and my family, to the WWE Universe. Until next round, cheers. And as he said, John Cena's WWE departure came with the end of the Hollywood strike. Like we also explained earlier, John was upfront about Hollywood being his priority at this time in his life and career. As much as I hate to say this, Cena's career is going to come to an end very soon. Expect John Cena to retire sometime next year. And if not next year, definitely in 25. John Cena ain't got that much more left in the gas tank. John Cena, as we all know, had a great, like I mentioned earlier, a great WWE career. He was 16-time WWE World Champion, holding the WWE title and the World Heavyweight title on many, many occasions. Main event WrestleMania, many, many occasions. Had great rivalries and great feuds over the years, and put in a lot of work for the company. Led number one in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and also just being dedicated to WWE. I know he's in Hollywood now. Some people are mad that he's left. I know he criticized The Rock for leaving WWE, go to Hollywood. only for him to turn around and do the same thing. But he later apologized for that comment. What we say about The Rock was wrong, he said. But John Cena does not. He does not have that much left, and it's going to be done. It's going to be over for John. Unfortunately, it's over for him. But like I said, John Cena has the right to go do Hollywood, whatever else he wants to do. He's dedicated his life, blood, sweat, and tears to the business. He's done everything there is to do in WWE. So as far as a guy of his stature, he's won not just world championships. He's won 2 Royal Rumbles. He's won the Money Bank contract, main event of WrestleManias, feuded against the major stars of his era, and also stars of the current era. He just faced Solo. He faced off against Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins in the past. There's not much more for him to do, and he has nothing else left to prove but just to retire on a good note and go off to the sunset. That's it. Cena's career is over. It's not a bad thing. He's been wrestling for years. He held down WWE, started 2002, all the way to Hollywood, back at 17, 18. So there's nothing else for him to prove. Great career, job well done, much well deserved. I don't know who his last opponent's going to be, who's going to retire John Cena, but best believe when his last match do come near and it's over, expect the Hall of Fame induction right behind it. Future Hall of Famer without question. But I think John Cena's giving us a tease that he's about to retire for real. And we saw that with the Solo Sikoa feud led up to Crown Jewel. That's it for Cena. He's out. But like I said, he said when he come back he will, but that ain't that much more of John Cena. And that's all I have for Wrestling Week news day and night. And this was a good SmackDown and a good to cover wrestling news for the week. And this is for December 29th. You guys let me know in the comment section below and the live chat. What do you think of the SmackDown Best of SmackDown 2023, and also Wrestling Week news day and night of Selena Vega resigning and John Cena retiring very soon. Soon 2 bills will pop up. One will be what's the best Raw moment in 2023. The next video will be Monday Night Raw 2023 annual review, expectations 2024. And also, we'll be doing a stream tomorrow night to cover a good topic that I came up with. I will collab with another YouTuber. You guys will see that. There will be an announcement posted on my community tab and also, on my Facebook and everything else. And Bray mentioned it earlier. But definitely, it's going to be a good one. My first collab with another wrestling person besides Good Bray, though. So definitely something to check out. And I'll leave it right here. Stream collab coming. And like I said, it was mentioned earlier about Good Bray. Said in the very beginning. Big show tomorrow, Red Carpet Ringers. Like I said, I'll say it again, 2 videos will pop up. What's the best Raw moment in 2023? And also the second video, Monday Night Raw 2023 annual review, expectations 2024. Until then, it is OUT.